Hey now, how is everybody doing? Welcome to Red Alert Diaries with Tanya E. Hood. I am Tanya E. Hood, a wife, a mother, and an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, it simply means I've worn a lot of different hats in my life that have helped me develop a full range of strategies and actionable steps that I've used to help my clients make a strategic impact, both personally and professionally, to have better than what life has been giving them. Red Alert Diaries is based on the life lessons from my premier book, Red Alert. Is he the one? The pocket guide to finding the love of your life. And if you read my book, you already know that I got married at 21. And after 11 years of marriage, I found myself going through a divorce, having to raise my two sons alone. To reset my life and survive my divorce, I took the time I needed to get to know me better, which opened me up to new love again. So now I'm in a new marriage to the love of my life and my best friend, which just proves there is life after divorce. On this podcast, we have conversations that's real talk, marriage, divorce, money, and legacy. And I want you to join me on the journey. I want to share a little bit more about some of the courses that I offer because I am opening up. You have been hearing about it for months now. Well, now is the time. I'm offering a course that is available December 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that will give you the opportunity to know more of who you are. Be clear about your conflict sequence because when I was going through the craziness, I needed to have something to give me a better idea about who I was because I lost me. I don't know if you've ever gone through an experience like that where you lose pieces of your soul, elements of your being because you acquiesce. And I always thought that I had enough willpower, enough strength, enough gumption not to be assimilated. But that was not true. See, when you decide to acquiesce and whittle down some pieces of who you are, you don't know exactly where that line ends or begins. So some parts where you decide, oh, it's small, you just let it pass instead of addressing it. Some pieces that you experience where you decide, oh, it doesn't mean that much. It starts moving over into some other parts. And when it strikes a core value, that is where you start having issues with losing pieces of your soul. I allowed myself to let the small moments pass, thinking it was no big deal. It was my way of compromising in my marriage. We need to compromise, but not to the detriment of your being. If you are married to a person that truly loves you, you will also be able to give support to them and get support from them. I didn't understand how much of the give and take, the dance that we usually play between who we are, and we do it personally and professionally. Because some of you may not be in an environment where your marriage or the relationship that you're in, that you've given too much or done too much. You're kind of stirring there. You're clear about where you stand there. You know how you're going to function there. So you don't usually let yourself get run over. But on the job, oh, you're not the same person on your job. On your job, where you are usually strong willed and strong powered, have mindset about what it is it will take to get the job done. You are a natural strategist. Every fiber of your being knows how to create order out of chaos. But when you get on your job, because there's a title or presumption that if you don't have the degree or you haven't been in that position that long, that you should be silent. When you know good and well that you got the answers in your soul, you better speak. The same person that you are personally, you need to show up professionally and vice versa. Because too many times we acquiesce. And when you do, you whittle away pieces of yourself. And if you do it in one area, you usually give yourself a subconscious pass to do it in another area. I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to continue to be your journey because I walked through it. I have lived it. And it took me way too long to get myself together. So, this course that I am offering to give you a little more insight about how to quickly eliminate conflict is being offered just for free. You get the chance to get some insight now that you can use today. And you guys get the chance to get one something that you can take away all the time from this podcast. Well, I want to pour into you a little bit more. I want to give you something just a little bit deeper. This free course, December 17th, 2022, the last free opportunity that I'm having for this year. I'm making it available to you so that you can gain some insight about who you are at the core of your being, so that you can gain some insight about the conflict sequence that you naturally walk through. A lot of you have already heard that I shared that we all have a conflict sequence. We're not always cognizant of it. But when you join me this Saturday, you will get insight about what it is. You will gain knowledge about how to apply it. You will know when you are operating at the core of your strengths or if you are acquiescing. We need to be clear about who we are, where we are, and what we're doing. This will give you the chance to see. This will give you the chance to know. And I am so glad to be the one to join you on the journey. So I want to encourage you to participate, invite others to join. And when you show up, y'all know I need a little bit of engagement. So interact, because when you engage, you give me an idea of exactly where I need to pivot. The beautiful thing about joining me live is that it gives me an opportunity to share the knowledge that I want to give you the points that you need to have to move into a better direction. But I get the chance to tailor it. I get the chance to make it unique. I get the chance to make this specific to your needs. So I need you to show up. I need you to participate and share it with others along the way. If there's someone in your world that you know you want to have a better relationship with, have them join with you. That way, both of you will get the opportunity to see what your primary focus areas are, because we don't often know what that is. And since we don't know how we're operating. When I made the discovery about what my focus was, it made it clear about why I truly did what I did, what values that were seated in my soul that I was pouring out. And it let me know how to operate more consistently, personally and professionally. Because I do recognize that in a professional setting, you do not want to be positioned where you are the one that just has a dissenting view, but that view that goes against the grain may just be exactly what they need, and you are probably the only one that sees it and knows that it needs to be given. So I want to empower your voice. I want to encourage you to speak. You will gain insight about how to get some ways of communicating. And if you want to go deeper, on December 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll give you some insight about how we can connect on a deeper level, because this is just a small subset about what I typically teach, what I typically share and show. And for those of you that have read my book, Red Alert, Is He the One? The Pocket Guide to Finding the Love of Your Life. In that book, you are aware that that book is a strategy guide to help you have a better relationship with yourself so that you can have a better relationship with others and build a better relationship with a being greater than yourself. This course is a subset of what I've shared in my book. I'm expanding the insight of what I've lived, what I know, and how to help you get your breakthrough. Because a lot of you have been listening all this time about the various ways that I have worked myself out of dealing with that $35,000 worth of debt, from nearly being homeless in that 2-bedroom apartment to getting that 3-bedroom, 1.5-bath in-unit townhouse. Yes, y'all know why it's so specific. But this is how I did it. This is a part of where I gained some insight to go deeper, to maximize some other pieces. So December 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I look forward to you joining me for the next course, Eliminating Conflict Quickly. It's free opportunity, gives you the chance to see, participate, and then we can go deeper. And for today, if you don't remember anything else I shared, here's the one thing I want you to know. You can get your breakthrough, a breakthrough in your relationships, a breakthrough in how you communicate, how you know what your conflict sequence is so that you can maximize what you're doing, both personally and professionally, to maximize your desires, your dreams, and your goals. And if you want someone to join you on the journey, feel free to go to my website, TanyaEhood.com. There you can go under the Work With Me tab and see the various ways that we can work with one another. I look forward to seeing you December 17th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we are going to go deeper and you will get some insight so that you will no longer have to keep walking through some elements of your past where you start acquiescing. When the waves are taking you under.